You want to know how to get ungated in automotive on Amazon and how to swap over and start wholesaling on that platform? Stick around, I'm going to show you exactly how to get ungated, why you need to do this thing, and how you're going to get into wholesaling and why it's so lucrative. You're in for a real treat.
Welcome to the Roughnecks. I'm Rico, your ecom instructor. I'm a software engineer, a military veteran, and a six-figure ecom seller. I've helped over 400 students on Amazon alone, and thousands more make money online. If you need to know anything about making money, you're gonna find it out right here.
Yo, welcome back, Roughnecks. I'm your 𝗙𝗔𝗟, and if you guys didn't know what 𝗙𝗔𝗟 means, it's a fancy word for instructor. All right, so I'm gonna be teaching you how to go about getting ungated in automotive on Amazon and how to get into wholesaling, who to use and why. So we have a tutorial coming up, but before all that, let's talk about it, okay? Let's talk about why this is the way that it is. Okay, for you guys who have followed me for a little while, I'm one half of the Two Dudes duo. You've seen me over there on that channel. We talk all about Amazon and stuff, but over here we can be a little loosey-goosey and talk about a little more black hat things that may or may not, get you in trouble, but will help you make a lot of money. So you guys know I'm a big car guy, have a car shop, all that good jazz. You know I wholesale, do a whole lot of wholesale. I'm gonna show you tons of tutorials about how you guys are gonna get into that. But getting into automotive on Amazon is one of the most lucrative things you could ever do in your entire lives, okay? I know a lot of people are gonna say, no, that's not true. Like, that's so stupid, blah, blah, blah. No, guys, it is true. I'm gonna show you why. Because the profit margins are absolutely insane, okay? I'm a car guy. Yes, I'm a car nut. I absolutely love cars, but there is an underlying reason why I get into all these things, okay? It's because it makes a ton of money, all right? And making tons of money is what this channel is all about. So if you guys wanna make a ton of money, stick around. We're gonna go into the tutorial right now. So let's go ahead, let's jump into the Roughnecks computer so I can show you exactly what you need to do in order to make thousands of dollars in profit. And when I say thousands of dollars in profit, I mean multiple thousands of dollars in profit. I'm not talking about you make $1,000. I'm talking about you can make almost $1,000 selling one item, pure profit. Let's go.
Let's talk about how you are going to go about getting ungated in the automotive niche on Amazon without doing all the extra stuff or waiting or paying for an ungating service or whatever, okay? Now, obviously, the most natural way is to wait and eventually get ungated, which does happen over time as your account ages and seasons. You will be ungated in a lot more categories. But if you're trying to speed that process up, because selling in the automotive niche, very profitable, guys, very profitable, and I'm gonna show you exactly why it's profitable and how you can make a good chunk of change doing so. So this is how you're gonna get ungated and how you're gonna get into wholesale drop shipping on Amazon. Trust me, guys, this is gonna be a good one. Now, first and foremost, you will need a website. The easiest way to go about it is building a website. Now this is, for Speed Circuit, my shop, this is obviously not the best website, but having an automotive website will help you, okay? It'll help you get ungated and in turn will help you get to get wholesale status with other companies, okay? So you will need a website. You will either need a website or you will need a physical location. Website first and foremost, okay, guys? Because a lot of the vendors will require you to have a website if you do not have a physical location. So not only is this going to get you ungated, this is also going to help you in the future when you go to wholesale, okay? Now, granted, you don't want it to look like this. I mean, this works for us, but it is what it is. I would recommend going with something a little bit more like this, just a very clean theme. As you can see, like it's smooth. It has a parallax scrolling effect. You can get some very, very good stock images from like Adobe stock or oh man, what's the other one? Definitely use Adobe stock. There's a couple more, but they're escaping my mind right now. But as you can see, like these would be pretty good, to have. You could, showcase certain products. You'd be able to, set up your categories, all types of stuff, guys. Like I highly recommend having something smooth like this. Obviously, you'll have to pay for it, but it's worthwhile. You don't have to use Shopify. You could use something like Magento is what we use. But whatever website platform you prefer, make sure that you do it properly. You could also have someone build it out for you. Jenny Spotton, she's someone that does great work. She is the owner of the app Spot and Paste. You can always reach out to her. I'll include a link to her YouTube channel down in the description. She can help you out, guys. Believe me, she is the truth on that one. Now, once you have all that, you guys will also need an LLC. Now, you will need to go either to a company like InkNow or LegalZoom, because you will need an LLC and EIN to get in with a lot of these wholesalers. Okay, guys, there's no other way around it. They're not going to do business with you without getting in, without having a proper business setup. Now, having a website will get you ungated on Amazon, but in order to start wholesaling, you're going to need an LLC. Remember that you will need an LLC. I'm going to show you right here. Okay, so Turn 14, you'd want to become a dealer. You know, we do a lot of business with Turn 14. They're awesome. They're not too far from my house, actually. You know, they have 1 or 2 day delivery, which is perfect. You know, instead of, you know, having items, you know, come from overseas, they are just right here. Very, very quick. Trust me, guys, these guys are the truth. Absolutely love them. I went to the car show about a year or so ago. The Can I Beat car show was fantastic. Guys, you definitely should, you know, hook up with these guys. They're freaking awesome. You know, I'm all for them. Okay, you will need these things. All right, you will need to be able to add value, guys. You know, they're not going to do business with you if you got a trashy website and no storefront. You can have a storefront and a trashy website, or, you know, like a shop, but you cannot have a trashy website and no facility. All right, and you need to have an LLC. You know, they're going to require you to fill out your dealer, your wholesale account application. You know, you're going to need to, you know, have your Amazon business set up. You're going to need to have, I mean, if you do decide to sell on Amazon, but you're also going to have like your website. There's a lot of things you're going to need, and they're going to want to know what you're doing. So, you know, you got to have this stuff in there, guys. Okay, they're not going to do business with you without it. Remember this, not going to do business with you without any of these things. Same with Extreme PSI. I've known these guys for a very long time. They're great. They ship things out super fast. There's an actual facility you can go to and order parts. You could talk to Han. He is fantastic dude. You guys will not be disappointed. You know, they ship things out super quick as well. You know, and there's a lot of things that are, you know, there on the shelf. If you were to start wholesaling and you needed something right then and there, you could literally drive down the street and go pick it up if you're out here in PA. Same thing with this company, Motivicity. You know, they are definitely another company to go to. They're you know, wholesale setup. Trust me, they're really nice guys. You know, I've used them for a long time. Definitely get in with them as well. You know, MAP, you know, MAP, we just call them MAP, but, you know, MA Performance, whatever. These guys, trust me, and I'm going to show you why this is a pretty big deal here, okay? Why this is a massive deal. These guys have some of their own, like, turbo kits and stuff, so if you want to carry some of their products, you could obviously reach out and get, you know, get discounts through them. You know, they're definitely good to know as well. Swift is another one that you want to set up an account with you know, lowering springs. They're definitely a good company to go with, because a lot of people use them, a lot of people purchase their products, and you can get them at a very competitive price and sell them for a very, very decent price. Now, take note of these KWV3s. These are for the Evo 10. All right, right now these are $2,800. You know, and that's, you know, I mean, probably before any type of shipping or whatever. Now, through Turn 14, you're getting these for infinitely cheaper, guys. Infinitely cheaper. I can assure you that. You guys are not even spending close to that amount. Like, knock off a good chunk of change. Knock off like $600. All right, so knock off like $600, and these are selling for $2,800. That's a $600 profit. Okay, in most cases, a lot of those parts are going to be like that. Like Swift lowering springs, you know, they sell for a decent amount on Amazon. We'll actually go over here to the Evo 10 KWV3s. You know, right now they're $2,694. All right, so $2,700, guys. You're still looking at, you know, like a $500 profit. Okay, $500 is massive. You know, just throwing that out there. Not saying that, you know, you have to go about it this route, but there's not many other niches where you can sell high ticket items like this and people won't return them and they'll accept this. Because once you install something, or, you know, you've opened it, you've decided to try to test fit it, that's it. Like, it's not coming back. You're not returning that. Okay, products go on, that's it. They're not returning it. You know, it's on. You're driving it around. deal with it, you know, and anything else they'd have to go to the manufacturer for the warranty and so on and so forth. Okay, guys, why in the world would you not want margins like that? That's like $500, guys, $500, just free and clear. You know, let's check a few other things out. You know, let's with lowering springs, you know, for anything. I mean, I'm not a G fan, but you know, look, like these right here, these are easy lips and stuff like that. But you know, the lowering springs themselves are, you know, $314. All right, $314. You're getting them for, you know, like $100 and something less. Okay, you know, again, you just made $100 a day, and this isn't retail arbitrage, guys. This is something that you can actually do. You know, this is something that you can do on your own website. So you're going to be selling on your own website and selling on Amazon, potentially even selling on eBay. This is why getting into wholesale is so important. You know, because ultimately, if you guys are getting in, you know, doing retail arbitrage or, you know, online retail arbitrage, you know, you guys are drop shipping from Walmart and Home Depot and Lowe's and all that, your margins are very slim. Okay, everyone knows this. All right, and yes, it looks good to do $100,000 a month in sales, but you guys really aren't making any money. Okay, I know a lot of guys who are selling tons, you know, and they barely make in profit, you know, after all their expenses and stuff, and you know, like $40,000-$50,000 a year. You know, you can do that as a manager at Walmart and work infinitely less and not have to worry about your account getting suspended and things like that. With these products and having a wholesale agreement, you guys are going to be just fine. Okay, you guys will have the invoices to back up your sales. That's the most important thing. Okay, now, yes, granted, Term 14 requires certain things, like you're going to have to get a resale certificate. I forgot to mention that. You'll have to get a resale certificate, you know, for wherever you're doing business. You have to have your business license, and, you know, you have to complete the application. But guys, like, this is why I recommend getting into this, because it's so lucrative. There really is no other place that you can do this. Now, there's some niches that allow for things like this. Like, you know, if you're selling barbecue grills or, you know, appliances like dishwashers and all types of stuff where you can get them wholesale. Yes. All right. Yes, you can definitely do that. But guys, like, there's a reason why so many people are getting into like this niche, particularly, you know, people are trying to open up shops or, you know, open up websites and stuff and sell car parts, because the markups are just so high. They're absolutely insane, and people pay them, and they typically don't shop around. If they find a company that looks, you know, trustworthy or whatever, they're gonna buy. Like, a lot of my friends will buy, you know, from me just because they've seen my car. They're like, oh snap, you know, I like what you have in your car, I want to buy those parts. You know, cool, get them. You know, and guess what, you know, we'll try to hook them up or whatever. But you know, you guys are looking, you're seeing it right there. You know, you get something for $2,200, sell it for $2,800. In the case of that, you know, that one gentleman, you know, he's trying to sell them for $3,100, you know, almost $3,200. Like, some people will pay that. Some people will actually pay that. And I think the reason why he's selling this is because he's not getting wholesale pricing. You know, he's ungated, but he doesn't have any wholesale set up. So he's kind of just sitting on his butt. But trust me, guys, like, if this dude can pick them up for $2,800 and still sell them for $32, like, he's making a $400 profit. You know, where else are you going to do that? Now, there's some, you know, dealers that you're not going to be able to do that with. You're going to be tied to having to sell them at a certain price, like Cobb. You know, Cobb says, hey, you cannot sell these for, you know, whatever price. Like, you have to sell them for this. Like, we'll give them to you at this price, but you have to sell them for this price. So granted, you're still making money, you know, however you slice it, but you're not necessarily able to make as much money as you should. Now, granted, you're still going to make a buttload of money because Cobb is a very known brand. A lot of people buy their stuff, especially their stage kits. You know, but like I said, guys, this is why, you know, you need to make sure you have a website first and foremost, a good website. All right. Don't necessarily build something like this unless you have a shop that you can use. You know, like a physical location. I would choose something like this. You know, you want to find wholesalers, and you're going to need to have a business, like an actual business. You know, you're going to need a license, and you're going to need a resale certificate. You can go to InkNow or LegalZoom, and they'll help you. InkNow incorporates out of Delaware. LegalZoom will incorporate out of wherever. if I'm not mistaken. So don't quote me on that. And then you have to fill out your application. You have to fill out an application, for Turn 14 and Extreme PSI, Motivicity, MAP, MA Performance, SwiftSpring, wherever you want to use. But guys, like, think about this. You're getting them for $2,200, and then you're selling them for $2,800. That's a pretty big jump. So just want to throw that out there. It's well worth it. If you guys are trying to get into wholesale, you guys are trying to make a little extra money, you should probably start working on that. We can bring up the that's probably not gonna work, but let's bring these up. Let's bring up AMZ Scout Pro, and here we go. Like, you might not get that many sales for this particular product, but there's multiple sales, like number of reviews, estimated sales, less than 5. But guys, like, you really don't need to sell that many. You really don't. Like, for like a $500-600 profit, really? Like, do you really need to sell that many of them? No, you absolutely don't. You only need to sell a couple, each month. And this is just one product. We generally sell KWs a good deal each month through the website. And that's just because, I have KWs on my personal car, and, my partner has another set that's even more expensive on his. He has Öhlins, but, you guys will be just fine. So that's how you're going to do it. And that's why you do it. Okay. Hopefully this explains everything and explains why you should be focused on it, because it's very lucrative. It's very important that you learn how to go through and do this. Okay. So if you guys have any questions, as always, check out the description below. Make sure you leave any type of comments. I'll do my best to answer everything, with the full ability that's in me. And, you guys be safe, be smart. Check out the free Facebook group below. And, I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.